This time we are at Dubai Hills Golf Club. This is my favorite course of all the courses I've played in Dubai. I think only because it's easier and I'm playing from a shorter tee, and I just love the conditions. Maybe it's similar to the one that I play back home. So we're playing a team format with my teammates. My score counts for all the holes, so I do have to play decently well, and then we will pick the best scores from my teammates. So the first hole is not a long par 4 with the second shot just off the green, just misreading the putt, just giving a bit too much break, walking away with a par. Now Dubai Hills is a superb course. Everything feels premium. When you walk to the clubhouse, it's really nice. They serve good coffee. I recommend that you have a nice cup of coffee before you tee off and grab one maybe after you finish your round. Hole 2 is a short par 5. It's reachable in 2 for me. I've got about 190 meters with a hybrid in my hand, and I'm going for the middle of the green because the pin is tucked right, and if I do miss on the right side, it's going to be a difficult up and down if I do miss it. So from here, you can see that I have lots of green to work with. Visually, it looks like it's a quick green, but then it's a slight uphill towards the hole. Will I start and begin the second hole with a birdie?
Come on, Aaron! Come on, man! What a birdie! Walao! What a great game! That's a great
Good vibes there with the entire team on your side. Hole 3 is a par 4. I've got to hit a draw and get the ball left of where I'm aiming, as this is a dogleg left par 4. A nice drive, and I'm left with about 120 odd meters with the pin in front. I struck this pretty good, and the ball was on a flyer line. So basically the ball flew further than I expected it to be, and the ball ended up at the back of the green. I'm aiming way right, more than the pin, and the only thing that's in my mind is good pace. Just good pace, Darren. Just like that, we are 2 under after 3 holes. Hole 4 is a 7 iron. The pin is tucked far right. You can see the bunker is lurking on the right of that pin. The plan is to aim for the pin, hit a draw, and get the ball in the middle of the green. However, I overdrew this, which is fine still, and I found myself with lots of green to work with for a chip and run. A standard up and down for me. Now, planning your approach shots for your par 3 as well as your second or third shots on a par 4 and par 5 is really crucial. Depending on where the pin position is, you do want to miss on the side where you have most green to work with, and not on the short side where you have very little green to work with, as you will need some magic or some really high skilled short game shot like a flop shot or maybe even a bump and run. So with the pin tucked far right again, I'm going to hit a draw on a downhill lie. Pulled this really bad, but I'm not that really ticked off as I'm still left with lots of green to work with. From here, it's a mega left to right. As we can see, it's huge left, and it goes up and then it slides downhill really quickly towards the right side of the hole. And now we're left with a very testy 5-footer for par. Sinking this would give any golfer confidence moving on to the next hole. The 6th hole is another par 5 at 497 meters. This is, I would say, barely reachable. I do have to hit 2 really great shots just to reach it. And the pin position is a tight one. It's just over a bunker at the front of the green. So I'm thinking I would go with a 3-wood and hit a really high cut so the ball will land softly on the green. Didn't carry enough, but I did leave myself a good look for an up and down. So I've left my shot right side of this bunker. Imagine my ball was on the left side, then I would have to challenge the bunker, which I don't really want to. Will I make another 5-footer to go 3 under?
Okay, bro, all yours now.
At this point of time, I feel invincible. I feel like I can just go for any pin as I'm striking the ball well as I'm putting it well as well. This hole has a big waist bunker right in the middle of the fairway. I'm not sure whether this is a great design or it's just weird, but I think it suits the theme of a golf course in the desert. We've got a 9-iron and I pulled it again. I think this seems to be a trend for my misses. But so far it has been working well for me given where the pin positions were. Now on this course, you will get to see some really cute gazelles. Something that's very rare for us to see. I think most of the time I either see monkeys, if not crows, otters, or some monitor lizards. Eighth hole is a very challenging par 3. We've got 181 meters to the pin. The pin is tucked far right. I think I got overconfident and I did feel like I could really attack the pin. And I short-sighted myself. So this is the first time where I'm left with not much green to work with. You can see this angle here. It's a really tight pin position. The bunker was hard, so thinned it slightly and the ball went over the pin. And now I'm left with a very, very long putt to save my par. Of course, at this point of time, I'm just telling myself, bogey will score, miracle, a par. So on the hindsight, I should have played the ball way left and give myself lots of green to work with so that I can save the par easily. Something that most golfers must take note of, where the pin position is and where you intend to leave your ball. Hole 9, it's a par 4 and I went with a 3-wood because I did play here previously, I think before COVID, and I drove my ball into the water. So with just a very faint memory, I think a 3-wood would be the best. And yes, we were just behind this water hazard. And then I'm left with an approach wedge and the ball went straight for the pin. Still feeling confident even though I did bogey the last hole. All in all, the front 9 was a good one. We are 2 under, 3 birdies and 1 bogey. It's a good start for the day. And we have a good scoring for the team as well. Hole 10. Oh, I think I left something out. This hole 10 is actually the first hole of the course. We teed off the back 9 actually. So with the 3-wood again, as a driver would definitely bring the fairway bunkers into play. Of course, I don't want to put myself into bunkers again, just like the one that we played in Jumeirah Earth course where we saw don't know how many bunkers. It's just such a pain. So I'm going to play before 1, hit an 8-iron towards this green, although it's a bit longer, but definitely better than playing from a fairway bunker. And another look for birdie. Oh, so close. Just overread it. Hole 11 is a short par 3 at 133 meters. This is a comfortable 9-iron, a comfortable pull. As you can see, I'm pretty frustrated. Been pulling 4 or 5 of these shots already. And they're very testy up and down. I would still consider this as a fat side, as in we got lots of fairway and green to work with. So it's more like a bump and run and let the ball release. I think the main real key is to drive the ball well on this course and to sink all the 3 to 5 footers. That will really give any golfer confidence in carrying on and stringing good scores along the way. This par 4 isn't very long, so I was trying to go for it 1 on. Ball kicked left on the slope and I'm left with an uneven lie. Now on hindsight, I think I should have gone with a lesser loft, maybe like a pitching wedge or 9-iron and just let it run up. Hole 13 is a par 4. The aim is to hit it over that lone tree right in the middle, left of the fairway bunker. My ball started right and drew back nicely, setting myself up for a decent approach shot. So most of my approach shots, I'm left with either a pitching wedge or up to an 8 iron. So I would say that this course is a decent length for someone like me. If you do end up hitting lots of 6 iron, 5 irons, hybrid or 3 wood, the course is just too long for you. Birdie Lai Liao? So far so good. So we are 3 under. Very nice. Here we have another par 5. As you can see the Burj Khalifa right at the back. Is that the Burj Khalifa? Correct me if I'm wrong. You can see the really tall towers. And here I'm left with a 6 iron on a par 5. I believe this was a backwind. That's why we got so far. Struck this exceptionally well. Sometimes things just go your way. And we got an eagle look.
Why don't you go first? I'm going for birdie.
Nice. I like that. Hole 15 is a really short par 4. We can actually put this on, now just with a glance. I definitely want to put my ball on the right side of this pin. On left side there's tons of bunkers, and right side there's a slope. If I were to hit the slope, I think the ball would have kicked back to the left anyway. So that was a wise choice. And from here, I went with a putt. It's just a feeling that, putting will be much better on a downhill lie. 2-putt, walk away with a birdie, be really satisfied. Hole 16 is the index one of this hole. We've got waist bunker on the far right. Left side is, of course, hazard. So I didn't really hit this really hard. It's just a fairway finder. Put the ball right in the middle of the fairway and then set yourself up for another decent look for the green. Pin is right in the middle, and I believe we are left with a pitching wedge. Just a smooth one. And the ball ended up about 6-7 feet from the hole. Another chance to go further under into this course. Surprisingly, that broke left. 2-putt, par. Hole 17 is a par 5. I think this is the hole that I've played the worst in the entire round. I would love for you guys to have a look, and where do you think I made the mistake from? The first shot, the second shot, the third, the fourth? Have a look and then let me know down in the comments. So in my opinion, I'm pretty sure I made the mistake of my second shot. I would have probably changed it and gone with an iron or a hybrid and played before that bunker, which was 40 meters away. I mean, honestly, I didn't know there was a bunker there till I saw my ball entered it. So if I were to play this differently, strategically better, I would avoid that fairway bunker. Last hole is a beautiful par 3. It's a 7 iron for me, 157 meters. The pin is next to the bunker on the right, and where do you think I'm going for? Yes, the center of the green, left of the pin. It's not a pin that we can attack. Leave yourself a very decent 15-20 footer for birdie, 2-putt, walk away, be happy with a good score. Now, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.